Meet the 5 demons controlling society, straight from Hell's playbook. These aren't campfire stories or dusty legends. A Catholic exorcist, armed with decades of experience, says they're real, they're here, and they've sunk their claws into the world you live in. Baal, Asmodeus, Leviathan, Lilith, Baphomet, names that echo through history, tied to lust, chaos, and blood. Father Chad Ripperger warns they're not just lurking in the shadows. They're shaping culture, laws, and lives. This is 5 demons you didn't know own the world. Get ready. It's a dark ride through history, spirituality, and the unseen forces around us. Father Chad Ripperger, a priest and exorcist, laid it bare in his lecture, Levels of Spiritual Warfare. Check the transcript at 34 minutes 11 seconds to 38 minutes 16 seconds. He calls them Satan's 5 generals, the lieutenants right under the devil himself, tasked with executing his plans to corrupt humanity. At 34 minutes 52 seconds, he names them: Baal, Asmodeus, Leviathan, Lilith, and Baphomet. These aren't random picks. They're a hierarchy, a demonic council dividing up the world like a twisted board game. But this isn't just a modern claim. History backs it up. The Encyclopedia Britannica traces Baal to ancient Canaan, a god of fertility worshipped with orgies and sacrifices. Think sex and power twisted into one. Asmodeus pops up in the Jewish book of Tobit, around 200 BCE, a demon of lust who kills husbands out of jealousy, cited in the Jewish Virtual Library. Leviathan roars through the Old Testament, Job 41, a chaotic sea monster symbolizing rebellion, while Lilith slinks out of Jewish folklore, a night spirit tied to seduction and child killing, per the Encyclopedia of Jewish Myth. Baphomet? He's a medieval mystery linked to the Knights Templar in the 1300s, now a goat-headed icon of the occult, says Wikipedia. Ripperger ties them to today, 34 minutes 11 seconds in his talk. He says they're not just relics. They're active, steering society into a spiral of sin. Let's dive into each one and see how deep their roots go. First, Baal. Ripperger tags him at 34 minutes 52 seconds as the demon of impurity. His mission? Fornication, sex without boundaries. The Encyclopedia Britannica says Baal was worshipped in Canaan, 1200 BCE, with rituals of sacred prostitution, priestesses offering sex to appease him. Archaeologists found clay tablets at Ugarit detailing these orgies, a culture where pleasure ruled. Fast forward to Ripperger. He says Baal kicked off the free love movement in the 60s. Timestamp 35 minutes 38 seconds. Woodstock, hippie communes, make love, not war. That's Baal whispering, forget marriage, forget kids, just feel good. At 35 minutes 52 seconds, he warns once fornication takes hold, the idea of family crumbles. History agrees. Rome's fall in 476 CE saw rampant sexual excess. Historian Edward Gibbon in The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire notes brothels and infidelity eroded its core. Today, hookup apps, casual flings, Baal's playground. Ripperger says he lays the groundwork for the others, a domino effect of chaos. Look around. Divorce rates hit 40 to 50% in the US, per the American Psychological Association. Is Baal still reigning? Next, Asmodeus. Ripperger names him at 36 minutes 13 seconds as the demon of male homosexuality. His story starts in the Book of Tobit, 200 BCE, where he's a jealous fiend killing a woman's husbands before the wedding night. 7 dead, says Tobit 3:8, per the Jewish Virtual Library. Medieval demonologists like Johannes Weir in Pseudo-Monarchia. Daemonum, 1577, call him a lord of lust, insatiable and vengeful. Ripperger says he steps in after Baal, twisting love into obsession. At 36 minutes 38 seconds, he links Asmodeus to the rise of gay culture. Think legalization of same-sex marriage, 2015, in the US. History nods, ancient Greece normalized male relationships. Plato's Symposium, 385 BCE, praises it as intellectual. But Ripperger warns it's a demonic shift, lust over love. The Roman poet Juvenal, 100 CE, in Satire 2, mocks men marrying men as decadence spread. Today, pride flags fly high. Celebration or chaos? Asmodeus thrives either way, says Ripperger, turning desire into a weapon. Then Leviathan. Ripperger calls him out at 36 minutes 50 seconds as the masculine demon of homosexuality in women. The Bible, Job 41, minutes 34 seconds, paints him as a sea beast, untamable, a symbol of raw power. The Jewish encyclopedia ties him to chaos gods like Tiamat from Babylon's Enuma Elish, 1200 BCE, rebellion incarnate. Ripperger says he's the flip side of Asmodeus, pushing defiance where Baal sows lust. At 36 minutes 50 seconds, he describes Leviathan as heavy on the heels. Think fierce, unyielding women rejecting norms. History echoes this. Amazon warrior myths, 1200 BCE, from Herodotus Histories, Book 4, show women fighting like men. Modern times, radical feminist marches, gender fluidity, Leviathan's stamp, says Ripperger. He argues at 7 minutes 32 seconds that once fornication's in, Leviathan amplifies the disorder. The 1970s women's lib movement, with its bra-burning defiance, fits his playbook. Freedom or chaos? You decide. Enter Lilith. Ripperger lists her at 36 minutes 50 seconds as the seductive demon of female homosexuality. Jewish lore, per the Encyclopedia of Jewish Myth, calls her Adam's first wife, fleeing Eden to become a night spirit, seducing men and killing babies. Traced to the alphabet of Ben Sira, 900 CE. Sumerian tablets, 2000 BCE, name her Lilitu, a wind demon of desire, per the Sumerian dictionary. She's charmed with a sting. Ripperger says at 37 minutes 32 seconds she follows Leviathan, luring where he forces. Think Marilyn Monroe's Allure, 1950s, or today's hyper-sexualized pop icons, Lilith's game. The Zohar, a 13th century Jewish text, warns she preys on the weak-willed. Ripperger ties her to a culture obsessed with seduction, ads, influencers, soft porn vibes. History shows Rome's Bacchanalia, 186 BCE, wild rites banned for their excess, per Livy's History of Rome. Lilith's still weaving her web, irresistible and deadly. Finally, Baphomet. Ripperger names him at 37 minutes 32 seconds as the demon of child sacrifice. He's a medieval enigma, tied to the Knights Templar, 1307, accused of worshipping a horned idol, per Wikipedia. The Malleus Maleficarum, 1486, links him to witchcraft and blood rites. Ripperger says abortion's his crown. Rovar's Wade, 1973, unleashed him, with over 60 million abortions since, per the Guttmacher Institute. At 37 minutes 52 seconds, he claims Baphomet finishes what Baal starts. Families gone, so kids are expendable. History's grim. Carthage, 300 BCE, sacrificed infants to Moloch, Baal's cousin, per Diodorus Siculus's Library of History. Today, abortion clinics, laws. Baphomet's altar, says Ripperger. The Aztecs, 1400s, ripped out hearts for gods, per Bernal Diaz's conquest of New Spain. Blood's his currency, then and now. Baal, Asmodeus, Leviathan, Lilith, Baphomet, 5 demons, 1 mission, own the world. Ripperger warns at 37 minutes 52 seconds they've delivered us into their hands. Laws like Roe v. Wade, gay marriage, a culture drowning in lust and blood. History screams it. Canaan's orgies, Rome's fall, Carthage's altars. Which one do you see today? Fornication in the streets, chaos in the headlines, abortion's toll? Drop your thoughts below. This rabbit hole's deep. Subscribe and hit the bell. We're digging further into the shadows next time. Stay sharp. These generals don't sleep.